Hello, this is just a video to show an update to my edit. Here we have what you might have seen before. I put in the black bars. However, there is some... Let me just mute these a second when I'm scribbling forward and backwards, because that could be annoying. Check the wall off. Yeah, okay. So with my black bars, I did lose, as I didn't film 4 black bars, and I decided to put them in afterwards, which I shouldn't really have done. I should have put them in, or filmed specifically 4 black bars while I was shooting it. So I've put this grid on instead, so that if I just play this, the hand's sitting in the middle between this line and this line, and as it goes up, her like eye line, or this top eye here, is sat right on this top third. Obviously there is going to be some movement in the frame, but I'm trying to keep the movement sitting in this top third so that when I edit it together, it's more effective. So here her eyes are sitting on the third, and then as she leans over, her hand's in this third, and then when it's settled, it's kind of diagonal. So with this shot, it was easy to keep everything the same. I had to use the motion to bring the video down in the frame all equally, so there wasn't any jumps. Basically I've done it with any shot that I felt needed to be adjusted. Most of them I've just brought them down in the frame. So this one was sitting up here and her eyes were about here, but brought it down so that her eyes were on the eye line. Makes it a lot easier to view. The audience knows what's going on whilst they're watching it, and it just helps everything run nicely. With this one, I didn't really, because I didn't shoot for the black bars, if I play it, the keys aren't actually picked up from in the frame. Just do that again. They're sitting just on the outside of the frame, but the hand's in shot. Then this could have, been brought up a little bit more, but as she turns around, the focus is on that right third and the bottom right third, just here where these points meet to the top. So the eye line, we can see there with sympathy. Her eye line is sitting on there, and then she comes in to the eye line, so we see that she's crying around about where her eyes kind of would have been, but it's ahead. Anyway, those are the changes. I also took out a couple of things. I quickened the pace of the beginning bit, as I thought it was a bit too long and the beginning bit dragged out a little. So I watched it a few times, and when I thought I was bored myself, or when I thought the shots were going long enough, then I'd just shorten it there and then. And I think the changes I've made to it really do work a little bit better than before, especially making the drink and the stare and the food. This bit as well, there was a couple of bits that it looks like I've shortened this clip because it looks like she was reaching for the photo frame, and I didn't really want that to come across like she was reaching for the photo frame. So I just had her walk into the frame, cut it, she's putting on her shoes. So just speeding everything up a little bit more so that it wasn't dragging out too long, because there are some shots like this one where I'm using the glide track where I pan along. I could speed it up, but sometimes I didn't, because I'm shooting for the loneliness. Yes, time can drag. So in some long glide track shots, I didn't really want to cut down because I didn't want to take away the effect of them. So yeah, putting in the grids, it helps to make sure everything's in line. Also double checks, make sure that if anything was really severely out of line, that I could correct it by putting the video on a smaller sequence. So rather than it being 1920 by 1080, I could put it on a smaller sequence but have the bigger video, so I can scale it as well, which isn't the best thing because you can lose a lot of quality, but sometimes having the right setup in the frame could sometimes deter away from some of the quality, as long as what you're looking at is set up in the right way. The end part, I did speed up, but again I wanted it to fit in, and I shot it to fit in with the music that I asked permission to use, which I've told you about in the sound design video. So a little bit of that will then incorporate a little bit of this into the sound design, because both are quite important, the edit and the sound design. So thanks very much.